Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for October 2022. Hope you guys have had a great week. I want to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. Also keep in mind that the monthly readings are a bit predictive in nature, so if these events are not occurring right now, they could be occurring in the next few weeks. I am going to be giving away another free personal tarot reading at the end of October, so if you're interested in that, please be sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and also leave me a comment. The more times that you enter, the more often, or the more chances you have to win. So let's get started. Remember guys, you have to do all three in order to qualify, okay? So let's get started, Cancer. Spirit, can I have the energy of Cancer? Sign of Cancer. All right, Cancer, you are starting out with the Devil in reverse. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. We also have Justice in reverse, sign of Libra. So you're getting rid of toxic energy. You've had enough. I do feel like it's because you have not been treated well, or at least that's your perception. And with Justice in reverse, there's a sense of wrongdoing. So you're like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't want to deal with your toxic ass anymore. So let's see what's happened in the past. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. Somebody was either breadcrumbing you, possibly giving their attention to more than one person or more than one situation. Let's see why all this is happening. You wanted an equal give and take. You wanted reciprocity. I don't think you got that. This is all happening because of the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, there was another sign that got this. I think it was Pisces. You might want to check that reading, but it was in the same position. But the Four of Pentacles is basically talking about you holding on to something, and it's because you are holding on to it that you, at least in this particular deck, it's you holding on to it that's kind of keeping you chained into a situation. So there's a need for release here. Let's see what's on your mind, Cancer. The Six of Cups. Yeah, you're looking back. That's nostalgia. You're looking back. You're thinking of, you know, past times, good times. These are memories. Those are good memories. So you're a little bit in your head here. Let me move this up. Make sure you guys can see it. Let's see what's happening in October that you may not see coming. Wow. All right. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so the Queen of Wands can be a couple of things. We'll clarify the whole thing. So Queen of Wands could be a lack of action. It can also be removing oneself from third-party situations, which would be very much in line with getting rid of toxic situations. It can also be that you are no longer feeling as passionate about a situation as you have in the past. It can mean somebody might be doing a little magic on you as well. Or you might be doing a little magic. So, and if you are, you know who you are. If you're not, it doesn't apply to you. All right, so let's see how you're showing up here, Cancer. Knight of Wands in the reverse. So you're kind of keeping quiet, not making big moves right now, not rushing into anything. Let's see the energy coming towards you. Death in reverse. Somebody that's still holding on to you. Spirit's advice. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So Spirit is saying that there may be issues of loss that you need to deal with. There's also, you might want to look at issues of self-esteem for some of you, and some codependency issues could be present. And these are things that might need to be healed in your energy. This could also indicate that Spirit is telling you that you're ready for a connection, a real connection. So let's see the outcome. Ooh, Ace of Wands. All right, well, that's a brand new passionate beginning. Now, it could be like a sexual encounter for some of you. Take it as it applies to you, but either way, it looks passionate and it's new and it's fun. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. That would be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But as an energy, this is an underlying energy. This is all about taking action, feeling inspired, feeling passionate about something. It is the counterpart to the energy you have coming in October, which yours is in the reverse. So this could be somebody that you feel is an ideal mate as well. And you might be considering this person to be a bit of a player. But yet you might feel that they are an ideal mate. I can tell you now that there is an intense physical attraction that's present. And I see you trying to dampen that physical attraction, trying to like suppress it. I don't see the other party trying to do that. And I feel like sometimes the memories crop up for you. You have good memories with this person. So let's clarify what's going on here, Cancer. All right. Spirit, why is the Devil in reverse? This is a strong connection, but I feel like even though it's a strong connection, Cancer, I feel like you're walking away from it. You're choosing to take your memories and walk away. All right, we have the Two of Wands reversed, and we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're freeing yourself from something that kept you up in your head all the time, feeling like you were never the first choice, feeling like, or wondering if this person was going to come in your direction, and you were just always in your head. And so you said to yourself, this is toxic. I don't want any more of this. And I'm freeing myself from this energy. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Now it's crossed by Justice in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. Now that we have that here too. And the Three. You were always waiting for a new beginning. Always waiting for this passionate new beginning. So this person kept you waiting. And you wanted this passionate new beginning. You felt like you just were never their first choice. You were never chosen. You felt as if, you know, you were always waiting. They always kept you waiting. It was an injustice. It was wrong. And so you're making the choice to free yourself. All right, why is the Six of Pentacles in the past? All right, we have the Six of Wands reversed. The King of Wands, which is the underlying energy, is in the reverse. And the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so the connection in the past was not successful because your person was inconsistent. They were in, they were out. They were talking to you, they weren't talking to you. They told the truth, they didn't tell the truth. You never knew what was happening. all you were asking for was a equal give and take. I love you, you love me. I give to you, you give to me. It was not successful, and it was because of inconsistency, lack of truth, lack of communication, lack of a title, and this person may have been breadcrumbing you and may have also been giving to more than one situation or possibly more than one person. Yeah, so I can see why you're fed up with this. I get it. All right, why is the Four of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Four of Cups reversed. So all of this is happening because you're holding on to something that perhaps you thought was your Ten of Cups. You might be thinking that this person is gonna come to their senses. They're gonna recognize this connection, and that when they do, it's gonna be very happy. So what you're holding on to is that hope that this person's finally gonna come around. They're finally going to recognize, instead of sitting here like a knot on a log, looking at the third party situation, the three, that they're going to suddenly look up and they're going to say, oh, there's that cup of love. There's the cup of love that Cancer has been offering to me this whole time. And then you're going to have the whole thing. You're going to be so happy. You're going to have the whole picture. So you've been waiting for this person to wake up, and that's what you're going to have to release. This is keeping you chained in a position that is not helpful for you. And this is not their fault, Cancer. This is you. You have to come to terms with this, and you have to release this thought, okay? Now, let's look at the Six of Cups. This is what's on your mind. So you do play memories back, and you do have good memories with this person. Page of Cups, King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you play these memories back. It makes you want to reach out to them, and then you kind of catch yourself. So you kind of do this little game in your head where you think about this person, you think about things that have happened between the two of you. You want to reach out, or you may even check up to see what they're doing, like look at social media or whatever, and then you check yourself, and it causes you to kind of harden your heart a little. This is what you have to let go of. These things, you have to release those. All right, let's see what's happening here in October. Show me October. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Moon. We have the Tower. We have the Chariot. And we have the Fool in reverse. Let me move this down a little. So let's talk, Cancer. So you go into the month of October, and you feel that this person is your equal. You feel like this person is your perfect match. That's how you identify them. But you also feel that this person, although there's a lot of passion between the two of you, especially physically, you feel that this person wants to put you in more of a third-party situation versus being their priority. And you're not having it. You're letting that go. You don't want that life. That's not for you. And you're tired of waiting for this passionate new beginning. So you're in this in-between stage. You haven't released this energy completely. Although a lot of you will say you have, and maybe some of you have, but a lot of you are still holding on to this thought that someday they're going to come to their senses and you replay memories and that kind of thing, which is why you're still seeing yourself as being their perfect mate, but the two of you are not together. And maybe you are. I mean, who am I to say? You know your situation better than I do. So I'm not judging anybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. And you could be, if that's the case, you might be exactly right. So I'm not judging you. Please don't misunderstand. But this is where I see you coming into the month. Now, there is a desire for a reconciliation for some of you. For others, I see you deciding, okay, I'm going to start dating. I'm going to start going out. And if not dating, I'm going to go out with my friends. And I see you basically, you may even be telling people this. You may be saying, look, I'm ready to date again. I'm ready to go out. Or, you know, I want to get back out into the social scene. You may be even telling people that. At some point within, I would say the end of the first week of October, you decide to look into their social media, or you see something, somebody tells you something maybe, but you come upon some information that you didn't know before, something that was hidden, something that I don't think this person meant for you to know. And you start digging, you start looking into this. And I see it causes a tower moment for you. I see it causes a tower moment. Now, for some of you, this could be even a new person. You might meet somebody, you might meet somebody, you might be going out, you might, you know, be dating someone new. But regardless, with somebody, you're going to find out some information that was hidden. And this will occur sometime around, most likely the end of the first to the second week. It will cause a bit of a tower moment in the middle of the month. At which point, everything then grinds to a halt. Your energy goes into reverse. And it's almost like you have this feeling that everything here is like stuck again. Okay, I've just been told to pull a few more cards. Let me see what that's about. Okay. Yeah, that's unusual, but all right. So I see that then you go into this energy where your energy kind of, I wouldn't say falter. It's a little bit more negative though, because it activates fear. You don't want to take a risk with anybody. You don't want to have a new beginning. And so even if you're offered that, you will turn it down. And this could be with a new person, because this is a brand new beginning. Yeah. Something here in the very beginning of October triggers you. And it makes you think you're going back into that same scenario that you were in with this past person. And as a result, it causes you to pull back. It causes you to have a tower moment, and it triggers all these fears. And it grinds this new beginning that's trying to come in. It grinds it to a halt. It leaves you feeling unbalanced. It makes you feel like everything that you wish for is never going to come true. So it's going to put you in a dark energy towards the middle to end of October. But I see that it resolves. It resolves at the end of October. So there will be some conflict here, but it's going to resolve. Interesting. Now, for some of you, this is a new person. For others, this may be a realization about the past person. This may be you releasing this past person and letting go. Realizing that this is not moving forward. That this person has a fear of commitment, a fear of this new beginning, and that new beginning is not going to happen. At which point you will give up on this situation. No longer, though, will you feel conflicted about it. You will release it. So you're going to have to take it as it applies. And for some of you, this could happen simultaneously. It could be with both the new person as well as the old, or I don't want to say old person, the previous person. But I definitely see two different scenarios there. It's as you are going into this energy of, I'm not dealing with this toxic mess anymore. And then you're kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, even though I don't think you're aware of it. That's why you get triggered. So let's see your energy. You have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like you just kind of shut down. You don't move forward. I feel like you're not talking to somebody. It's like kind of a shutdown. All right, we have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is, so air sign energy. And I know a lot of you guys are involved with air signs. I've noticed that a lot of my water signs are involved with air signs. So you may be realizing that you have an air sign here that is connected in another relationship, and that this person is not going to move forward. They're not going to ever come forward. And so therefore you're not moving forward. I feel like they're not talking, you're not talking. There's a sense here that you've just kind of ground everything to a halt. There's an offer that's out here from somewhere, either a new person or a previous person. But I'm telling you, you are, I feel like you are grinding everything to a halt because something's triggering you. Let's look at the energy coming towards you. All right, we have the Five of Swords. We have the Lovers in reverse, and we have Judgment in reverse. So the energy coming towards you is somebody that just refuses to let go of you. They are a little bit prideful, a little bit arrogant. They're probably not as easy to get along with as you would like. This is somebody who fights dirty, and they play mind games. They play head games. The two of you are not together right now. And it's because of mind games. So they're not trying to bring it together, but they're not trying to let you go. It's a complete mind game. And with Judgment in reverse, this is basically saying that they're not letting you go, but they're not making the judgment call to bring it together. They have a choice between two. A lot of them have a choice between two people, and they refuse to make a choice. Let's look at Spirit's advice. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse? Ooh, a lot of people here. All right, so we've got the Empress in reverse. We've got the Queen of Wands. Now, here it's in the reverse, and we've got the Queen of Swords, which is the pair to this King of Swords. So Spirit is saying that there's some codependency here, and there's some issues of self-worth that need to be addressed. There are issues of looking at your value, understanding your value on a deep, deep level. There's anger issues that need to be addressed. And there's also the third-party energy that's present that has to be addressed. And I'm seeing too that there's a need to cut out any of those energies that's not serving you, such as the third-party type of energy. You don't want to be placed in that energy. You need to cut out any kind of energy that doesn't recognize your value as being the Empress, as being top tier. And you need to cut out any energy that is one of loss or one of codependency and fear. All of these things are that need to be cut out. These are all things that need to be addressed, and Spirit is telling you to address these issues. Now, I really want to see why we have this Ace of Wands in your outcome. This is kind of a heavy reading, guys. I'm sorry. I was hoping that this would be a light and easy reading. It doesn't look like it. Some of your readings lately have been. This looks a little heavy because it looks like something's going to trigger you here in October. But, you know, knowing is half the battle. And I'm telling you, knowing it, you can steer this energy. My suggestion to you would be to focus really hard upon Spirit's advice, because that's where the biggest bang for the buck is. You know, you have the right idea. You're trying, God bless you, you're trying hard. There's just some things I think from your past that's fixing to come and try to creep up on you, but they can't creep up on you if you don't have the vulnerability. All right, so Ace of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Cups reversed. We have the Hangman reversed, and we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so there is this passionate new beginning, but it's not what you want. It's not what you want, because after a very long time, you're going to be looking at it and seeing it differently. And how are you going to see it differently? It contains third party or something very painful, or both. You're going to be seeing it as pain, not as something good. So you're not going to want it. So that's why it's there. You're going to be offered a passionate new beginning here, and you're going to turn it down. Because it's not what you want. It's not going to be fulfilling for you. This is basically representing you looking at your wants, your needs, and saying, thank you, but no thank you. This is not the quality of a beginning that I deserve. I am now looking at things very differently, and what you're offering me is a painful experience. You can keep it. No thank you. Good job. Good job, Cancer. So while this may not be a fun, light reading that I would like to give you guys, I will say this. This is a reading that shows how much you guys have grown. So that's beautiful. And I do like that. I have to admit, I'll be glad when this past person is out of your energy. Unless you want them in. And at that point, I'll be glad if they can get their act together. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. So that tells me that underlying energy is there is a solid commitment that is trying to come in. So let's see what happens with that. That's nice. I do see that, you know, you're not going to be in conflict by the end of the month. I do see that, but it's because you're resolving something here that's triggering you. Look for that in about the 2nd to 3rd week of October, that triggering, you know, tower moment, okay? All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you guys. I think I may have used these for your bonus reading. They're new. I really like them a lot. They seem spot on. We got this before or not. The card that came out is number 32. It is very much Spirit's advice too. 32 comes into 5. 5s are always about change. And the card is self-worth. So, and if you notice, her dress is a heart. And also on the sleeve, it's a heart. So, interesting, yes? All right, let me read that. Somebody else got that card. I don't know if it was in your bonus read or not. I can't remember. It says, when you draw this symbol, you are asked to consider what value do you place on yourself in your life? Do you believe in yourself, or do you behave in a way that tells others you are not worthy? All my children act with self-respect no matter the circumstances they come from. Self-worth and self-esteem mean that you will not allow yourself to be led into compromising situations. Love yourself, for I, Nyx, love you dearly and want the best for you. Act as though you are worthy of only the best, and you shall have it. Keep your head high. Now, guys, I don't know what the House of Night is. These cards are from the House of Night, Wisdom of the House of Night. But I love the cards because I think they're beautiful and I love the messages. So if you guys know what the House of Night is, you can let me know. This is exactly Spirit's advice. So hold your head high, guys. I'm proud of you. It looks like you're really taking in these life lessons. All right. Hopefully this has been helpful. And if you want a personal reading, the information is in the box beneath this reading. And if you would like to participate in the giveaway, just be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and drop me a comment. Until I see you guys in the weeklies, namaste.